Hello everybody, today is Monday the 5th of June and I have been thinking about going on with the bags that I started about 3 years ago and try to finish them. So I have. As I want to watch TV while doing that, I have set up my sewing station here. Got the Bernina out, got my threads and needles are all in here. And then here I have all the pre-cut Velcro and the bags that I have to, the pockets I have to insert in the bags. They're all numbered, but as of now I need to get an overview first, how I go on. So that's that part. And then over here are my bag things. They need... So they're all, those are big ones, a lot of big ones, and even more big ones over here. And here's the pile with small ones, which will be super fun compared to the big ones. And the hard thing with that is that I have two materials. I've never done that before like that. And when I sew those on, and you see that big mistake, even though it just stays like that, it's easier accessible. But the material on the back starts to look like that, and I do not like that, and that's why I could not go on. Also have to sew on all of these, and then there will be another pocket in there. So next step with all of them will be those things, and then those, and then that one is bent that goes in here, and then I can finish them up, close them. Yeah. And it didn't work well the last time I tried. It's again 3 years ago, and since then I haven't tried because I didn't have the nerves. And now I can check that. That's number 3. Ah, there, number 3. Okay, they're all labeled because that's the first part that's very hard, is all the deciding. Which part's where? Number 4. I hope this is number 4. Okay. Maybe I should just finish this one first to get it started a bit. And then go on with all the rest. They have nothing in there. Oh, but they're all there. And bent, and they're super cool, super colorful. I always wanted to do colorful ones. Didn't know how. I only worked with that material. And now I have, as I said, that double layer. And yeah, need to finish it. I hope it works somehow. And I set up this. My cats can go in there. You know, it's just in there. And what else? That's actually everything I need. And a lot of nerves. And this is my night light. I did watch too many crimi shows, murder shows, and then I was scared to sleep. So for a few years I'm a nightlight bag. I did ask my parents if they still had the one we had at kids, when we were kids. Actually, I haven't tried it out. I had one box first as a table, and then I thought it's too low. And now, I think it's perfect. It's quite high, but it could be fine. And I have it on things, and I do hope that they catch the vibration a bit. I don't want it to be too loud because I have... Ah, no, I forgot something. I have about 90 bags. I have a list somewhere, but it's all labeled. I actually don't need the list. My list is in here. I'm always happy when it should be in here. It should be in here. Okay. When the stuff is still where it should be. So, and then I can see how many. The ones who are watching me for a while, they know that list. Summer 1920, that's when I started those. Oops. So that is the small ones. That is 20, just 20. Okay, awesome. Oh, what's that? The big ones, 21. 48. And those ones are 57, so that's 77, but I have a few are finished. Oh, I wrote that down. That's a small one. Okay, that's why I have that. What is this? Oh, that's my older series. That's the one I did in 2018. And let's see, that's 42. This is the same one. It's winter 18. Oh, that's the same one. 41, 42 something. So, and those bags I still have. So I still need to sell those. Or get rid of them somehow. Give them to people or something. Okay, I found the step where I left off. So I was going to sew in all those things. That's why they're all kind of prepared. And it's already going worse. I thought I could use the good time, and I'm already degenerating or whatever. They're all here. All the inner pockets are ready. So I'm going to sew those on. And then I used to pay attention which color I used. And also the things I have to sew from top, from this side. And then the bad side is that the understitch is then on the other side, and the understitch is mostly not so nice, and I don't know how to fix that. But I need to sew very nicely, try to. And then I need to pay attention what I have on the other side, so it doesn't show that much. And then I used to take the same colors, but I used to have only one color, and I would have to pay attention that the under thread is kind of all right, and the upper one too. So I might just have to switch it all the time, or go with black or white and just say it's my style. I want the stitching to be seen. And this is from lying around so long, I think. Oh no. Oh, that was on the Velcro. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Oh. I don't know how to sell them anyway, or how to get rid of them. Oh yeah, maybe just give them as presents, as gifts. Okay, so I have to get that stuff. A little inspection of my stuff. I have those super cute storage things for quite a while. This has some of those things, pegs, but I'll call it klammern. Clutches or something, which I need later on. And I got way more now because my sister used to sew too for a while, and then she stopped, and now I could have her stuff. She declutters a lot and I don't, and that's all right because she then also needs to borrow my stuff all the time. It's a bit annoying. In here I have all my things. It's not as handy as I thought it would be, but it fits over that thingy. More backup things. Are they baubles? I don't know what they're called. And more needles. Another foot. Other tools for the thingy. More needles. That's the most important. I don't need a lot of those because I'm always working with plane. Plastic thingy. Oh, those are all my colors. Lovely. And also that thing was in here. It's what I need next. This is the placeholder for, I'm sewing this one down and I'm putting it in just to give it a little space because it's not flexible, and I want it to be a little bit bent, also a little bit outwards, because it's for your cards and stuff to put it in here. Yeah, so that's why I need this very old tool, and oh, yeah, that's that. Now I need to figure out, because of the thread, and also how the machine works. Has been a while. Okay, so the first one will have black on top because of black thingy, and dark blue underneath, and I will have to switch the things a lot. And then also when I look at this, it's not the color from the outside. It worked out here, so dark blue, dark blue. Could also have taken black, but I'm just trying to make it easier for myself with the decisioning thing, because that's one of the things I have troubles with, deciding stuff. So plan is switch them a lot. Don't try to make it quicker because it might not be quicker. And for those who don't know how to do the string thingy, you take it. I have it coming from the back then. Then I put it into that loop around this. Then down here, over that. Then through that thingy, very important. And then behind this and in the needle. And the downer thingy. So you get that thingy out by taking that thing here, get it out. I don't think somebody watches it that needs to learn that, but, and then here's the string, it goes this way. And then I put that in here. And then you have to see that it goes there. And then you turn it around, not wedge the string in there, thread or whatever. And then it needs to make that a cluck. And then you hold the upper thread. You see it less with light there, huh? Awesome, sorry. And then you turn the wheel. You'll get the string, and then you can pull this at some point. And then now there's a loop. And when you go with something straight, it gets that loop out. And now you have both strings up there. So, and over here, it's now 12 o'clock, midday. Noon, and that is Mittagspause, which means we all need to be quiet for an hour from 12 to 1. Before that, we're not allowed to make noise anymore. And here's also some oil, but I don't know how to. Maybe I start and then I oil it a bit. So I'm going to take that out and put that on here, I think, some dribbeltjes. Yeah. Well, sometimes I like the quiet times, but sometimes I don't. It's all right, though. Now I have to wait for an hour, and then I'm gonna be very, very worried anyway, because it's quite loud to do the sewing. And when I do something, I do it excessively. So I'm on that for another, I don't know, 1-2 weeks, maybe more, I don't know. And yeah, I hope it's not too loud. And that's not fun to do that then. It's like with my sink in the kitchen, it has a gap between the tiles. And the water always goes there. And it's so much not fun to do dishes. And that's why I have the towel there. Because I'm so stressed about that stuff, then I cannot enjoy the little things. And I think I'm going to make some ramen or something. I'm addicted to ramen at the moment. Yeah, and then also do the kitchen. Yesterday I made a rhubarb cake. I froze most of it because it's quite good. And I would have wanted to eat a lot. So it's just a normal vanilla dough with rhubarbs, 400 grams, and then I covered it in chocolate and sprinkled some sugar things on it. Also I had to use that chocolate, the rest is up here in my freezer. My parents would love it without the chocolate, I guess. I also have more rhubarbs in there, and I could make a jam, but for that I would have to do the kitchen, which was nice. And then my parents came, and it's always the same. I can do it by then, and then I have many plates. I like them coming over, and I like that stuff, but I never get it done afterwards. So yeah, would have to clean it and get some very sterile glasses for the jam. So see you later. So I tried to film the sewing, and it kind of worked. At the beginning I had some troubles with seeing the needle because I had the camera in front of my face. But I'm glad it worked. And this is, again, this plane. I don't know the word in English. It's also the trucks and stuff have that on the sides. Yeah, just plastic thing. And that is very different to fabric, normal fabric. It's a bit more sticky. And also I sew very slowly. And there you saw me putting the placeholder in there for cards, just so it bends a little bit and doesn't get down completely straight. That's just my tactic. I don't know if it's necessary, but it's just how I do that. So this is the first pocket, and I go over that part a few times because with my first bags, when I put in a card, I opened those stitches like with a stitch opener. So I make sure that it's a bit more sturdy there. Now I don't know what I started. It's just different too. You have to sometimes even drag it through because there's different plasticky materials that really stick to the machine, and then the wheel that puts the fabric through doesn't really work. It just scratches the thing. Yeah, so this is the bigger pocket, which I always try to make a bit bigger. Nothing's precise here. I just try to make it done, get it done somehow. This is how I make those bags for 16 years already. I started that in 2007. I made different series. They got more elaborate all the time. And I go over it all over again just to really make it secure. It's not perfect, but it should be secure. And yeah, so this is the sewing. And that took me 10 minutes to sew on that thing. So I love my sewing station here, or I can also use it for other things later on. But I use the pedal kind of crookedly with my right foot, and now my knee hurts so much. I did 9. I just sewed in that thingy in there. Then I took a nap, and when I got up, it was still fine. And then I put my garbage out, and then my knee started hurting very, very much. So another thing I can't really do, or not do excessively, or I tried to do that with my left foot from now on until that hurts. It was surprisingly well with my head and anger. That worked fine, but maybe it was the bigger ones that were so hard. So this step was all right. I have, I think, 11 more to go or something. Yeah, but till then I might, I don't know, maybe I'm too late. I want to do something with a lot of embossing powder. I have cut out some critters already, and I have, so they're not colored here, but it's those new ones from CC Design. I stamped them, colored them, cut them. They're over there ready. And I have this very cool texture stamp, and I would like to make a slimline one. And I think I want to use this stamp and stamp it next to each other. I don't know how many times it will fit. It's going to be a huge card. And then use some of my extra embossing powder with very strong colors like green and blue and orange, or that one. Yep. This is transparent, but I hope it will turn out fine on white paper. So I can use all of those. Yep. So here I got my powders. They're all Wow powders. Those are the colors, and I use Versamark because I cannot do that with an ink pad. I want it just to stick on the thing. Okay, and there's some leftover glitter. I might use my stamper thingy now. I've not used that a lot. I'm preparing 2 pages. I'm trying 2 pages. If it doesn't work, I use it as background paper. So, okay. Well, first splotch. I don't know why it has a rim there. And stamp here. Next one I want to make diagonally. Like so. Maybe like that. Okay. What? I thought that splotch would look nicer. And here we go again with the embossing, always trying to heat up the paper from the back. Also, when you have a glittery embossing powder like that, you don't lose the glitter, because when you just blow on the embossing powder, you might lose some that just wins away. And from the back, it already starts to stick a bit, and it takes a while till it gets going. And then once it gets going, you can really see it, how it goes over the page. and guide it with your heat tool. It's always fun to see it. And here's the result. I tried to have it up and down with a jagged edge. And this one is metallic, so it looks a bit different, not as plain as the others. That one stinks a lot. It's very neon fluorescent or something. And the other one is the crooked one. I should have gone down there, but I could cut it somehow or something. I don't really know how to go on. And this would look nice on this. And blue. This is green. This is like that, maybe. So that will be a card. Yeah. Like that. Oh, okay, that looks cute. And then I would stamp, have a wild, wild birthday. Either on a paper strip or over it, and emboss it too. This is cute. What about this? This could work too. Bit different. Or have it upright on a upside. It's so huge. It's a whole A4 paper, but that could be cute. I'm not further with that. I might show you the result then and not how I make it. So this is how the card turned out. It's a huge, and now I want to make an envelope for that. And as I said, this is a normal paper here in Switzerland. And this is basically all of that. Normally I would take a paper like this, but those edges are too small for a glue flap. And now I thought I'd take two, and this is just, I made that with Procreate, just sprinkled some stuff and printed it. And now I'm trying to see how wide it should be. And then I stick those together and go on with a bigger paper like that. So I would take some score tape and put it back here and front here. And then that should adhere fine. And with Slimline cards, you always have to have more than one paper somehow to make an envelope. Okay. Now take it off. Helps to put it down with a bone folder. Then you can easily take it off. Oh, it ripped. So, and now I need to have my card here. Maybe like this. Try to make it straight. I could have cut off a part, but I didn't want to. So, now I have a glue flap on each side. And this way doesn't work. Yeah, couldn't have gone that way. Okay, now I take the scoreboard. Put it on it. And I always score on the nice side because the fold goes the other way. And then I put my card. This is the flap in front, which I want to be a bit smaller than the card. So I just score it here at 7. And I make them all individual. Yeah, that's the word, I think. Now I have to go a bit further. Then the next score line needs to hold the whole card with a little spare room. So 18 looks fine. And the last one is the flap that goes over it. And this is huge. So it's a bit too big. Maybe this was a bit too small, the front thingy. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I bend it over. Maybe I'll do that here too. Aha, it needs to get over. Okay. Okay, I can show you when I fold this. And this. Now this is too long. The card will be in here. And this doesn't need to be that long. So I can score that somewhere here. It's not on the wrong side. It's a bit harder to fold then. So this will be the flap, which needs to be a bit shorter. And I haven't done the sides now. Try to make them even. I guess 2.5 would do. So score that here. And half. So, yeah, that fits. And then this is the upper flap. I need to cut off some parts. So this is the front part. I need to cut off that thingy. Like so. Maybe a little of that thingy. Like so. Maybe a little shrag. And this one too. I'm trying to get it straight. Then I like to make those corners round. You have to do that before you glue it together. Sometimes I forget that. Okay. And then here it needs, this slit needs to be open. And I round those things by hand. And that one too. It's never the same, but I'm trying. So did you see that? And same on the other side. Okay, and those corners need to go to a little bit next to the line, just not too much, so the edges don't go over the others. So this is the upper flap. I glue those things down, and okay, good. And this is the main thing. It goes like this. And then I put this over here. Quickly take a pencil, make a line a bit lower than this. So the glue or whatever you take can go up to here. Maybe I do take glue. Sometimes I take score tape because I don't want it to seep out into it and adhere more. I put it here and on this side. Pay attention to stuff like that. That's why score tape might be better. Well, this is the biggest envelope I've ever made. So, adhere it. Normally I use the bone folder a bit more. Maybe I do that now. I just came home from shopping and I need to finish that thing. So, and then I check if it fits. Huge. Okay. And then I adhere. How do I do that? I guess there it depends. You can do it this way or the other way. Just what you like better. If you see that part, or I think it's prettier with that in the end. And then I put glue on the flaps. Put those down. And on this one has kind of dried out a bit. You could also cut it off. You don't have to do that. I do like glued paper. It gets so sturdy. Put it down. And then I use, oh, now here's, maybe I put some glue in there because there was no adherence. So, put that down too. Voila. And then I used to take score tape for the glue flap of the envelope. People have complained a bit that they cannot open my envelopes. And my compromise is to take the thin score tape and not the thick one. So, because I want it to really hold. And there I leave the release tape paper on it. And then I can take it off when I need it. So. And then once I close it, I always put my cute washi tape, which says happy birthday on it too. So they know it's a birthday card. And then if the paper's light, I just write on here, or I take some leftover scraps. White paper, cut it around the corners and glue it on. So this is a big envelope. And you can do any size with that tactic. Now it's a bit thick in the middle, but that's fine. And now I finally got to show you at least one envelope. I still want to show you some more because you can just do that tactic with all the envelope sizes. And it is Tuesday by now, 12:30 noon, and yeah, I'm having my day off again. So I thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.